Hi guys, welcome back to another episode on Voice of a Teen Mom. Thank you guys for tuning into this one, and this is episode number 7. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, I want to thank you for your view and interest in all these topics that I speak on, and I hope that you will return for more and continue to watch this episode. And to my returning viewers, thank you guys so much for the support throughout the weeks that Voice of a Teen Mom has posted, and I must say that I'm truly grateful for all your support. And remember guys, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, which will allow you to notice whenever I post. So for this week's episode, it's basically a spin-off of what I spoke on last week, which is giving you tips on when you are pregnant, and for my teen moms, all the tips that are necessary during your 9 months of pregnancy. But for this week's episode, what we will be speaking on is all the things that you will need for your baby when you go to deliver. And these are all the things that the baby will need when you go into the hospital, and so that you can prepare and pack that bag, because these are the necessities. I know that this list will definitely help my teen moms to have an idea of all the things that they will need to bring with them, and to ensure that they have everything that they will need for the baby when they do go in to deliver. And it can also help any pregnant woman that might not have an idea of what they will need, or reinforce the things that you will definitely need when you go in to the hospital. Now, the list that I will give is the basic items, and I know for many they have their different preferences in terms of brands and the quantity of items that you might need, but this is just the necessity that is a must-have when you go in to deliver. Now, when do you actually start packing this hospital bag? For my teen moms, it's okay if you don't have everything figured out all at once. If you are unable to pack this bag all at once, that's okay. I mean, you have all of 9 months to figure it out. And so I would recommend that you take your time and get one item at a time, or a few items at a time, and eventually you will have everything that you will need when that time comes. So let's begin with the list. Now, the first item on the list is to ensure that you have clothes for the baby. Purchasing baby clothes is pretty much really accessible. There are a lot of items available that you can purchase for the baby. However, my advice is that when you do go to purchase clothing, even though you will be getting newborn items, I do suggest that you also get some items that are higher in size in terms of months old, because you have to remember that the baby will be growing and you want to be fully prepared for that time, and you will be frightened as to how fast babies actually develop and grow. And so don't only get newborn items. You will need a few to pack in your hospital bag, but you will also need other sizes. And I mean, what you purchase is basically based on preference, and you will shop based on what you like and the things that you will desire your baby to be in. However, just always remember that you have to get things that will be comfortable for the baby. The clothing items that you should have in the hospital bag should include socks. You will need hats. You will need bodysuits, or what we call in Jamaica monkey suits. You will also need shimmies, and the shimmies are really on the thinner side in terms of if you live in an area where it's hot, or you might be giving birth during the summertime, and so that will be perfect for them. Or the bodysuits are perfect for if you're giving birth during the winter time, during Christmas, or if it will be a cold night. And so those are some of the clothing that you will need for the baby and that you should have in the bag. Item number 2 is a baby blanket. This is a very essential item and it should be in your hospital bag, because this is used to help the baby feel more comfortable, to swaddle them in, to use for changing diapers and so forth. So ensure that you have a baby blanket in your bag. Number 3 are usually 2 items that go hand in hand, which are baby diapers and baby wipes. Now, it is suggested that you do get newborn size in diapers. However, I do also recommend that you get a size up just in case, because you want to ensure that the size does fit the baby and is comfortable to them. For the wipes, I do recommend that you shop for this item carefully, because you need one that is mild enough for the baby's skin. Since you're having a newborn, you're not sure of how sensitive their skin is or if they have any allergies to anything, and so you want to get one that is sensitive and isn't too harsh for your baby. Even the baby diapers, you have to be careful, and even when you buy these items, you have to pay attention when you use them to see if your baby is actually reacting to any of these items. The next item on the list that you must have in your hospital bag for the baby is a baby bottle. Most women will definitely opt for breastfeeding, which is always a good option, and that gives you a chance to bond with your newborn and create that mother-child relationship. However, there are times when there are little complications with milk production, and also the mom might not be producing enough milk for the baby when they are born, because there are cases where there are challenges with the latching process with breastfeeding the baby. And so bringing along a bottle with you is a very important option you can have, where you can use a breast pump to actually take some of that milk and put it in the bottle so that the baby can be fed. The next important item on the list is a car seat. And I know for a fact that many countries you're unable to leave the hospital without actually having a car seat. And so even though a car seat cannot hold in your hospital bag, I must remind you that you do need a car seat in order to bring home your bundle of joy safely. And so that's how we will wrap up the important items, the items that I believe is a necessity to have in your hospital bag or to bring along with you for the baby, in order to have everything that you need when that time comes for your labor and delivery. So there are definitely other products that you can get to bring along with you, such as baby powders, baby lotions, things to have a bath, their baby rags and things like that. Definitely, if you are comfortable, you can definitely put those in your hospital bag. But they always say less is more, especially when dealing with a newborn and you don't know what will affect them. And so feel free to add all the other items that you would like to use for your baby and ensure that they are comfortable and they have all the items that they will need. This now brings us to a word to a teen mom. Even though your pregnancy might be unplanned, these items that you need together for your baby when you are ready to deliver are definitely items that you can plan to get. And so you have time to gather everything, ensure that you get all those items that you will need to make your baby comfortable and to be at peace with yourself, to know that you have actually gathered everything And so don't be worried about the items in itself. I know that things take time and you yourself might not have the financial backing that is needed to get those items. Don't be afraid to ask. If you don't ask, then sometimes you won't receive and you won't get some of the things that you need. But I have just listed the necessities that is a must have when you go, and so try to get those small items little by little, and you will definitely come up with them when it's that time. This is how we will end this episode on Voice of a Teen Mom. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode. And don't forget to like the channel and share this episode with your family and friends. And most importantly, a teen mom. See you in the next one.